Ring Magazine, which is owned by Turkey, reported that Canelo and Crawford have agreed to the September date and that it's essentially on. What is your I know this has been rumored and talked about, but now it seems like a done deal. What's your reaction to this?
It's a good fight. It's a good fight for both of them. Good fight for, I think it's more important for Crawford than anybody, but I think if anybody could beat Canelo, I think Crawford could. I think it just, the size plays a massive difference. But, like I said, it's
the highly anticipated showdown between CaneloAlvarez and TerenceCrawford is officially set for September, and boxing fans worldwide are buzzing with excitement. This is undeniably the most awaited fight of the year, as both champions prepare to square off for legacy and power in a contest that could define their careers. Talk of a potential clash between Canelo and Crawford has been circulating for quite some time, with both fighters expressing willingness to face each other. Canelo previously mentioned, "Yeah, people want to see that fight, and maybe they'll see it soon," signaling his openness to the bout. While nothing was confirmed at the time, it seems that maybe has now turned into a reality, setting the stage for an epic battle. Canelo, the bigger and stronger fighter, will face off against the pound-for-pound great Crawford, who is moving up in weight. It's a high-stakes war, where history and reputations are on the line. Fans and experts alike are already debating whether Crawford's technical skills will outshine Canelo's power or if the size advantage will be the deciding factor. One thing is certain, this fight promises to be one of the biggest events in boxing this year. As the excitement builds, Canelo's past comments on the potential matchup are coming back into focus. He has always respected Crawford's abilities and has never shied away from the prospect of facing him in the ring.
To good fights, and don't get me wrong, he's a good fighter. He's really good abilities and everything. And maybe we will see that fight. Maybe.
Since the fight has now been officially confirmed, what was once just a rumor has become a reality, and it's one of the most anticipated boxing matchups in recent history. Canelo's willingness to face any challenger, combined with Crawford's decision to move up in weight, has made this a must-watch event. The clash of styles, size, and legacy is exactly what makes this fight so special. Some believe Crawford's speed and technical prowess will give him the upper hand, while others argue that Canelo's experience at higher weights will be too much to handle. One thing is clear, when these two step into the ring, the world will be watching. As the fight draws nearer, Canelo's confidence and determination are evident. Known for never backing down from a challenge, he has built his reputation by taking on the toughest opponents in the sport. His mindset has always been about facing the best, and this fight with Crawford is no exception. "Yeah, at this point, I fight with everybody, with every champion, with all the best out there," Canelo said, showcasing his unwavering attitude. This mentality has made him a fan favorite, and taking on Crawford, one of the top pound-for-pound fighters, is just another step in solidifying his legendary status. On the other hand, Crawford's decision to move up in weight and face a bigger opponent shows his hunger for greatness. Both fighters are stepping into the ring with something to prove, Canelo aiming to showcase his raw power, while Crawford looks to make history by toppling a giant. The energy surrounding this fight is electric, and the boxing world is on the edge of its seat, eager to see who will emerge victorious. As the fight gains momentum, top fighters and experts are weighing in on the matchup. One of the most talked about opinions comes from David Benavidez, who recently defeated Caleb Plant and could be a potential future opponent for Canelo. Benavidez has shared his thoughts on how the fight could play out and what it means for both athletes, adding another layer to the conversation. Many are left wondering, can Crawford's skill overcome Canelo's size and power?
For both of them, good fight for, I think it's more important for Crawford than anybody, but I think if anybody could beat Canelo, I think Crawford could. I think it's just, the size plays a massive difference. But, like I said, it's a good fight. I have no bad feelings for that fight.
Crawford's words have only added to the growing excitement and speculation surrounding the fight. Many believe that Crawford has the talent to pull off an upset, while others argue that Canelo's size will ultimately be the deciding factor. The debate continues, with experts breaking down every aspect of the matchup, from fighting styles to past results. Canelo's experience against bigger opponents gives him an edge, but Crawford's precision, speed, and movement could be the game-changer. With input from top fighters like David Benavidez fueling the conversation, the anticipation for fight night is reaching new heights. The world is eagerly watching to see if Crawford can defy the odds and make history, or if Canelo will once again prove his dominance. Benavidez didn't just analyze the fight, he also acknowledged what this opportunity means for Crawford. Moving up in weight to challenge Canelo is a massive step, showing Crawford's ambition to take on the biggest challenges in boxing. For years, fans have wondered whether Crawford would ever get a fight of this magnitude, and now that the matchup is confirmed, the spotlight is on him to prove he belongs among the greats. Benavidez recognized.
What kind of a chance do you ultimately give him?
I think give him like a 7 out of a 10.
Oh, wow, that high. I thought you were going to say like 25
no,
just because of
Crawford
the
is
size.
good. Crawford is good, and
Of course.
I think he's been known that he's going to fight Canelo for a long time. And you know, Crawford he likes to pick up the weight, so I'm sure he's been working.
Following these insights, the conversation about Crawford's readiness has only intensified. Fans and experts alike are now closely examining his consistent gym work as a sign that he can overcome the size difference. His dedication to improving his physical strength may be the crucial edge he needs when facing a seasoned champion like Canelo. These observations further support the idea that Crawford isn't resting on his laurels but is actively preparing for the challenges ahead. Every new detail continues to build the buzz and adds another layer to the ongoing debate about the fight's outcome. As fight night approaches, expert opinions ensure that the anticipation remains as electrifying as ever. Further emphasizing Crawford's approach to facing opponents with high boxing IQ, experts have highlighted his methodical preparation. They pointed out that when going up against such skilled fighters, Crawford's unwavering commitment to weight training becomes a key factor. His ability to constantly improve his physical conditioning boosts his punching power, making even the toughest opponents feel uncomfortable in the ring. This insight paints a picture of a fighter who is dedicated to.
When he has, with a person that has big IQ like that, if you do enough weights, you know, and you stay working for a long time, you know, you have a puncher's chance, and you could, you know, you definitely, you know, make the other guy uncomfortable or hurt him a couple times. So, yeah, Crawford is a really good fighter. You know, I wouldn't be surprised if he wins.
Benavidez's viewpoint continues to shape the narrative around Crawford. His comments suggest that Crawford's disciplined training could provide him with the extra punch needed at critical moments. There's a growing sense that this rigorous work might make a significant impact during the bout. Fans are increasingly curious to see how his improved strength will hold up against top-level competition. Each of these insights adds fuel to the excitement surrounding the matchup, building more tension as Crawford prepares to step into the ring. Ultimately, these remarks reinforce the belief that Crawford's hard-earned improvements may be the decisive factor come fight night. Even Jose Benavidez joined the conversation about the Canelo vs. Crawford showdown, offering a bold assessment by calling Crawford a true beast in the ring.
He's smart, he knows what he's doing. Canelo, you know, I mean, he's not that big of a guy. He obviously weighs more, but I mean, you can't take nothing from Crawford. He goes in there to win. So I mean, I feel like it'd be a good fight. You know, it sucks that my brother didn't get the opportunity, but I mean, only Canelo knows why it didn't happen. And you just gotta keep moving forward. You know, gotta keep moving forward. But it's gonna be a good fight to watch. I got Crawford on this one.
One of the most talked about predictions challenges the long-held belief that Canelo's power is unmatched, sparking both excitement and debate. The idea that Crawford's raw energy could be the secret weapon needed to upset the odds has fans and experts on edge. This bold prediction ensures that the fight will keep everyone guessing until the final bell. In a similar vein, boxing legend Teddy Atlas weighed in on the matchup between Crawford and Canelo, offering a striking opinion. Atlas stated that Crawford has the power to knock out Canelo with a single, decisive blow. His comment draws attention to Crawford's raw strength and punching power, emphasizing that one well-timed punch could completely change the dynamics of the fight. This viewpoint challenges the usual expectations set by Canelo's impressive track record, adding another layer of.
He's that special guy. I think Canelo's special too, but I think Crawford's special in a little bit, even more so. Even more so. He hasn't learned how to lose yet. I think he does have those special ingredients that go beyond the physical genetics, the physical DNA. So that's it. Okay? Good. You don't like?
Following Atlas's comments, the discussion has intensified among boxing fans, with many now considering Crawford's aggressive style as a potential game changer. Atlas's opinion has ignited debates about the role of raw power in high-level boxing, prompting fans and experts to rethink what it takes to defeat a fighter of Canelo's caliber. His remark underscores the unpredictable nature of boxing, where a single punch can alter the course of a fight. It also adds to the growing narrative that every fighter's unique skills play a critical role in determining the outcome. As the fight draws nearer, Atlas's insights ensure that all eyes will be on Crawford's explosive power. Offering a thorough breakdown of the matchup, Teddy Atlas highlighted that while Canelo is celebrated for his size and power, Crawford stands out with his speed and agility. Atlas explained that Crawford's quick reflexes and intelligent movement could help him outmaneuver a larger opponent, disrupting Canelo's rhythm and creating openings in the process. Atlas's analysis challenges the conventional view that brute strength is the only route to victory in boxing. By emphasizing the contrasting styles of both fighters, he encourages fans to take a more nuanced approach to predicting the outcome. His insight set the stage.
Crawford is one of those special guys. I don't care if you guys are tired of me saying it. I look at him. Look, Canelo's special too. I get it. And he's bigger. I get that too. And everyone's going to say, well, after Madrimov fight again, had a couple hiccups. Now he's stepping up another weight class. Now he's got to fight Canelo, who's even bigger, stronger, better puncher, a unified champion that he's been, all of that stuff. He's not going to be able to handle it. I asked this question. See, I go to the other side. I say, okay, yeah, can Canelo handle the smaller guy who's going to be faster, who's going to be slicker, who's going to be better defensively, who's going to have better...
Atlas's commentary continues to ignite debate among boxing fans, reinforcing the idea that Crawford's defensive skills and agility might be the key to destabilizing Canelo's attack. His comments suggest that speed and well-timed movements could tip the scales in favor of the smaller fighter. This perspective shifts the focus from raw power to overall boxing intelligence and technique, prompting fans to question whether Crawford's quickness could be the ultimate game-changer in the fight. The insight adds a new layer to the conversation, inviting further discussion on the key elements of boxing success. Atlas's bold analysis keeps expectations high as the fight draws nearer. He didn't just highlight Crawford's technical skills, he also made a strong statement about his belief in Crawford's overall greatness. Atlas emphasized that while both fighters are special, Crawford stood out even more in his view. There isn't a lot of tension. I'm not going against Crawford. I do think he's that special guy. I think Canelo is special too, but I think Crawford is special even more so. These words reinforce the growing opinion that Crawford is on a different level, not just in terms of skill but also in his mindset. While Canelo has already solidified himself as a dominant force, Crawford's undefeated record and his ability to overcome obstacles make him a uniquely formidable competitor. Atlas's faith in Crawford further fuels the debate about how the fight will unfold. Atlas also highlighted what truly separates Crawford from other fighters, the intangible qualities that go beyond physical attributes. According to him, it's Crawford's mental toughness and ability to handle pressure that truly set him apart. He hasn't learned how to lose yet. I think he does have those special ingredients that go beyond the physical genetics, the physical DNA. This insight adds yet another layer to the conversation, suggesting that Crawford's mindset and resilience could play a major role in the fight. Many believe his hunger to stay undefeated will push him to find a way to win, no matter the challenges ahead. As the fight approaches, Atlas's words serve as a reminder that sometimes the biggest edge a fighter can have isn't just strength or skill, it's the will to win at all costs. Adding further weight to the debate, former world champion Amir Khan, who has shared the ring with Crawford, has weighed in on the Canelo vs Crawford matchup. Having felt Crawford's speed, accuracy, and power firsthand, Khan offers a perspective grounded in real in-ring experience. Unlike some analysts who observe from the outside, Khan's insights come from personal experience. His perspective challenges the common view that size will be the deciding factor in the fight, making his opinion particularly valuable as fans and experts continue to break down the potential outcome.
Crawford could beat him because Crawford is a big 147 fighter and is strong as well, which a lot of people don't give him the credit for. I think that fight, if it does happen, as long as Crawford stays away and just boxes and be smart, he can win that fight. I think Crawford's a better fighter than Charlo. And he's a smart fighter as well. He switches and everything, so that would be a...
After facing Crawford himself, Amir Khan believes that skill and strategy might play a bigger role than raw power in this fight. Khan's words emphasize the idea that Crawford's intelligence in the ring, coupled with his quick reflexes and adaptability, could be enough to counter Canelo's strength. This perspective has sparked even more debate, with many now questioning whether Crawford's technique can outshine Canelo's vast experience at higher weight classes. As the fight approaches, every new opinion adds to the growing excitement, making this showdown one of the most highly anticipated events in boxing history. Even Bob Arum, the legendary boxing promoter who has worked with some of the greatest fighters in history, has weighed in on what makes Terence Crawford such a nightmare in the ring. Arum, who has seen countless elite fighters come and go, believes Crawford possesses a rare ability that sets him apart. One of the biggest challenges opponents face when fighting Crawford is his ability to switch stances with ease. He can fight as both an orthodox right-hand boxer and a southpaw left-handed fighter, causing constant confusion for his opponents. This adaptability makes it extremely tough for fighters to prepare for him properly. Arum explained how this unique style played a key role in Crawford's dominant win over Errol Spence Jr. He drives his opponent crazy, Arum said, because the opponent trains to fight a right-hand fighter and ends up facing a southpaw. Crawford's unpredictable style forces his opponents into uncomfortable positions. Fighters often spend weeks, sometimes months, training for a specific stance, only to realize mid-fight that they are dealing with something completely different. This can completely disrupt their game plan, making it nearly impossible to execute their strategy effectively. Arum's words highlight just how frustrating it is to face Crawford, as many of his past opponents have struggled with his unique versatility. Against a fighter like Canelo, this unpredictability could be a huge factor, potentially neutralizing the Mexican superstar's power and aggression. Arum's insight underscores how Crawford's adaptability has been a game-changer throughout his career. Even elite fighters like Spence, who had dominated the welterweight division, struggled to adjust to Crawford's style. If Crawford uses the same strategy against Canelo, it could force the bigger fighter into making costly mistakes. This ability to adapt and disrupt an opponent's rhythm is one of Crawford's biggest strengths. As fight night approaches, Arum's view only adds to the growing anticipation, fueling the debate on whether Crawford's skill set will be enough to overcome Canelo's size and experience. With the fight now officially set for September in Las Vegas, the boxing world is in for a historic battle. This isn't just a fight, it's a battle of skill versus power, speed versus strength, and legacy versus desire. CaneloAlvarez, a dominant force across multiple weight divisions, will face Terence Crawford, the pound-for-pound great looking to cement his place among the champions. Both fighters bring unique skills to the ring, making this one of the most exciting matchups in recent history. So, what do you think? Whose side are you on? Who do you think will win? Will Canelo's power be too much, or will Crawford's skills prove to be the difference? The excitement for this fight is off the charts, and we can't wait to see how it all plays out in September.